Okay, fine. So my point was, here. Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yeah, visible.
Yes.
Great. So my point was here. Suppose we have the vCPU 32 core, memory, suppose 560 GB. Okay. Memory, suppose 32 GB. Storage, suppose 560. Now, what hypervisor here help us to create 3 VM as per my plan or as per my requirement? Uh, my organization will create 3 VM. 1, 2, 3. 3 VM I'm sharing equally, like the vCPU 8 core, memory 8 GB, and storage. Suppose we have to make it in 3 parts. We have to make this memory in 3 parts. So what is coming? Each part is for coming 560. Make me calculate. Suppose 186. Suppose. Okay. So I am giving storage 186 GB. So this is the configuration for your each VM. Hypervisor helping me the total resources, segmenting and giving into 3 parts. Why it's giving 3 parts? That's the way my applications, my VM is designed. Not like it automatically giving this way the output. Okay. So as per your requirement, you can change. Maybe this VM require high storage, means large storage. You can give the large storage to this VM, and this VM require less storage, so you can give it to less. So that's the way you can design. Maybe the vCPU that it's require less, we can assign to 4 vCPU for this VM. Now, let me draw. Let me write down the things again. How the application is now running. Now, based on this hypervisor or top of the hypervisor, what we have to configure? We have to configure the operating system for each VM. Now you gradually will understand actually what is the pain points here. So first, I have a Gmail server, so I will write here Gmail. Same way I am configuring. And what was the my operating system? Windows. You can see as traditional server how it's configured and what was the operating system using there. So that's why I'm just configuring the things again on the VM. and it has the Linux server. Then we have a DBS, that is database server. D database is for server, and here we were using Unix. No, this is VM1. We can naming it. This is VM2. This is VM3. No, in this picture, anybody can tell me what is the disadvantage? Anyone can tell what is the disadvantage here?
Having three different OS.
In future, if auto is scaling up required, then it is not possible.
So as per you, if in future we require auto scaling like the scaling up,
Mhm.
so we want the more VM. You are talking right?
Yes, yes, yes. Already we use the all physical hardware. That's why we are unable to reuse it.
Okay, okay. Anyone? Okay, Amit. Thank you. Any one of you, please? No idea. See, guys, I want interactions, right? I know many of you have idea, but many of you don't have idea. But please try. Okay, these are interactions, so it will be more beneficially for all the members, and it will help you also.
Performance overhead, as it is resource sharing, it may affect the performance, overall performance.
Okay, 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 okay. So we got two inputs. We got two inputs. Anyone? Basically, all of you maybe know some by somehow. Okay, all of you maybe know somehow. Anyone? So this is our application hosted on the VM. Application hosted on VM. Virtual machine. Yes, I'm repeating again how the VM creating and how it transferring from traditional infrastructure to the VM. It require a single hardware. You can also get the idea of what is the difference when I am telling. It having the single unit or single hardware, single entity for the server to build up the server. As per requirement, you will build up the server like the vCPU. 30 core, 32 core, or what amount you require, you can take that. Maybe 64 core memory as per your requirement, that is RAM. So you can take that amount of RAM. Then storage, uh, you know what kind of application you want to run. So based on that, you can consider your storage. And a NIC card, that is network interface card. Yeah, of course, it's required to communicating. Top of that, we will have a base OS. In this scenario, we are considering that is Linux. Then top of that, we should and we must deploy the hypervisor. What is hypervisor? I already told that things. It taking the underlying resources and giving you the virtual functions. That a box that is basically virtual machine, but helping to do the job of the virtual functionality, and where we are running the applications. So this is your overall VM, how the VM coming, and each VM as your drop having the different operating system. Apart from the host operating system, this is our host operating system. Still, we require uh, operating system for each VM. So this is the pain point also, right? This is the pain point also. Really, this is pain point because see, again, you have to purchase a license for each VM. What we improve, what we get benefit as compared to traditional server. Yeah, we benefit that hardware resources of a server you able to utilize very good way. That is good point. That is very good. But still we have the some pain point. So again, engineer work on that and they develop some other things. So anyone have idea after that what development product or technology come to us? Anyone?
Docker.
Sorry. Come again.
Cloud architecture or cloud environment.
Okay. Good. Anyone? Please. Please interact. I want your input, no matter what is, but I want that.
Also, I think that containerization concept is coming in this field, like Kubernetes or other containerization services, like Docker engine container, Docker Swarm.
Hmm. Good try. Good try. You are very close, and thanks for that. You are very close. Yeah, Himanshu, you are quite close. See, we have still some lacking here, because day by day things coming and we can get the disadvantage, or we can get the area where we can improve. So similar way, what happened? Similar way till the point that is the virtual machine developed, and the concept container, as Himangtu was telling. So container come into the mind, and it develop. It's adopting the industry now. So that is the main point for this course. In the course, and after onward, we just deal with the container. Now, anything, anyone have idea about the container? Let me know. Anyone, anything about the container? Himangsu, Amit, Rajendra.
The container will virtualize the operating system
Sorry.
instead of the container, instead of virtualizing the hardware. The containers, it will virtualize the operating system.
Hmm. Good, good. We'll try. We'll try. From
Okay,
tomorrow
container.
onwards. From tomorrow onwards, if you don't have any problem, so I request please put your name so that we can have a good understanding, because this is go to long term, okay, long time, so that we can understand each other, and I can identify the what person I'm talking with, or what person giving the info, right?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Sorry. Please tell me. Tell us. We are
Uh,
just waiting.
Container is a software packet that contains all the elements need to run an application in any environment.
Hmm. Good. Good.
Yes. And containers, there is a many use cases for a container.
Very good.
Now,
Very good.
container can be used for a cloud native application, left and shift and beach machine learning, etc.
Okay. So some
Multiple
points here.
things.
Great. Thank you. Some points here regarding our traditional server, regarding our virtual machine. Yeah, of course, we have some even more disadvantage on the traditional server. So we will not consider the traditional server, but we will consider the VM, and we will discuss about the VM some disadvantage, like the traditional, what is traditional server, how it's help us, what is the VM, how it's helping us, and some disadvantage of VM that we just went through. These are the uh, things we discussed, right? So that things I am mentioning here. So please take what we have here in the traditional server. What happening? The traditional way a business operates. The traditional way business. These are the things we just saw, right? Application running on servers. So on server means each server having what? Each server having server having the one application. That is very disadvantage, right? So means for each application you only use the one mobile. So that was the thing earlier. In this point, anyone have any doubt? The point one, the traditional way of business operates is by application running on servers. That is fine, but one application on one server. So that is the point, and we trying to get some more benefit about this server. Here, point the in the traditional server, what happens? Operating system don't have the capability to run multiple applications. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that already you saw here. What we saw here. See, this is Windows operating system. It's only having one VM. Sorry, it's only one application. That is Gmail application. So that point right here, we don't have the capability to run multiple applications. See, you don't consider that I am talking about the general OS. I am talking about they design the OS in this scenario. They don't have the capability to run multiple. Okay, I'm not talking about this your base OS that here we put it right. I'm not talking about this. So don't be confused here. This point. And of course, the main point, the applications actually not able to take full benefits of the server. Means it's not able to use it or utilize the full server resources, right? Here, anyone having any issue or anything, any doubts? Tell me, right?
So here you're mentioning that application does not have a ability to use the full resources. It's a physical resources.
Exactly that. As you can see, as, as you can see, this is our Gmail applications. It using a single tail server. Okay, maybe I am reducing the resources, but still it's not capable to use the full resources because these applications take 10%. These application will take 10% of the resources. It takes the resources to run the application, only 10 to 20%. You getting my point here? Because, guys, what happened? Because whenever you want to launch or build up a server, the minimum resources you have to put there to get the infrastructure. Okay, not like that. I will go and give to 1 GB of your sorry 2 core of CPU. Not like that. Minimum resource required to build because we here Windows operating system required here lots of resources. Not like the VM or the containerized. So minimum resource required, but still it not able to utilize the whole resources. Maybe 10-20% of the resource it can use it. Why not use it? Actually, they don't require that. You getting my point? Suppose you can eat 5 bananas, right? but you went to the market, you are getting, they are giving you 12 banana, 12 bananas, right? So what you will do? You have to purchase, man. You have to purchase. So 7 banana just waste for that day. So like that, that's the way business actually were running earlier. Now the virtual machines, now you able to understand the thing. Software, hardware, or server hypervisor is present. That you would all just see here. This is your hardware. Top of that, hypervisor is present. Yeah, of course, Linux operating system present. Without the operating system, nothing will be happen there. And basically, it helps to build the virtual machines. Means more than one virtual machines we can deploy, right? And in this scenario, we just deploy 3 virtual machines: VM1, VM2, and VM3. Right. So that's what I'm writing here for you, so that you have a easy understanding, and whenever you require, you can read this. Yes, here the point is clear, right? Please say yes, no.
No, I'm asking about that. See, one server is having the physical resources, right? So these many physical resources, these many CPUs can be supported for this server. Okay. So it's based on that physical resources will be mapping that virtual CPU resources. For an
See,
example, yes, go ahead.
see, we have when in the virtual machines, when the virtual machines comes, okay. So we are not decreasing our requirement, right? It's already increasing. Suppose we are running the many applications, more applications after that. But posi- positive point is that we are configuring in a single server, single hardware, and that part it's making. I don't know why it's taking every 10 minutes. That's part it's taking through the hypervisor, means hypervisor helping to segment all the hardware resources as a virtual function. Try to understand this point. It's taking the hardware resources, converting the hardware resources in the virtual function, means the VM. You can call it as VM, virtual machine. What virtual machine doing for us? It's giving some virtual functionality. That is basically logical. And based on that, you can run your application, just configure or deploy the applications. You have some code, you execute that, and you just build your application. This is the point doing here. And in this insight, it's have some functionality, like it's have some coding functionality, it's have some technology that helping to build the applications, like the Gmail, but based on top of the separate machine, separate operating system. Now, what is your query now here? your point is VM consume a lot of disk, means your storage. Lot of RAM as well. And what? Of course, CPU, right? Guys, you tell me. Why? Why so?
Yeah.
Why it taking VM consume a lot of disk spaces? Why it taking lots of disk spaces? Lot of RAM. Why? A lot of CPU. Why it taking? See, again, when the things getting improved, again the things getting utilizing factor means how the things utilizing. So again the point coming, uh, if you consider a VM and which having the own weight itself take too much space, right? Weight operating system takes too much space. So for that we require your memory, your RAM, your storage, all these things required. So these are the extra part that we are wasting. Again, I'm telling, these are the extra part again we are wasting. Primarily, we saw these are the disadvantage and we try to utilize the things. So we get in somewhere in safe. Safe means it is a safe structures. Okay, some utilizations we improve. But still, when we are using day by day, we just find out this is the area where we have the pain. So we have to reduce the pain. That is the way VM consume a lot of disk spaces, lot of RAM, and lot of CPU. These are the extra. Why? The operating system consuming this. We need to remove this part. Indeed. And surely it's removed. It's helped by the container that will come. VM slow to start up. Anybody can tell me this point? Anybody can tell me?
It's a heavy weight as
Yeah.
compared to container.
Yes, Sumit.
Container is a light,
Yes, Sumit,
lightweight
you are correct. But what? Why?
because it's the VM is using lots of extra hardware resources like the lamps, RAM,
Yeah.
CPU storage.
You're right. In a
Uh,
word, it's having the its own ways and a way take time to put up. Right.
Yeah, right.
Third
Yes.
and third important point, and also it's a pain point for the organization. That is what? That is, tell me, that is what?
Each VM have separate OS.
Yeah, yeah, right. Each VM requires a license for each operating system. Why? See, one VM1 we have email. What we are using? Windows.
Windows,
VM2 we have web server. What we are using? Linux.
Linux.
VM3 we have database server. What you are using? Unix. So each VM having a- different operating system. So each operating system requires license. If you can see, maybe three VM having the three windows, but still you require three Windows license. I hope it is clear now.
Yes.
So that is the point we have here. Okay. Traditional server, we discussed virtual machines, we discussed I just point out some virtual machine disadvantages. Why I making this, guys? Why I making this? Because when we start the container, when we start the container, so we can understand easily the point how the it uh, evaluating from VM to container. And these are the reasons that we want the container, right? So that we will see. That we will see. I think what here happening, guys? What I can see here.